Okay, hello, live stream. Hmm.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Audio's good. That's great. Congratulations. I hope this works out for you.
I hope so too. It's going to be an interesting little test.
You have
There we go.
you have my complete support. You know that. So
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We are live, by the way.
that's
Um,
fine. That's fine.
so honestly, Webb, I did not have a chance to look at the whole green screen question on your side.
That's fine.
So if you want to stay green, great. And if you want to play with it, let me see if I can find out.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello, David.
Hello, David.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. That's funny. I could hear you, but your lips don't move.
Hello, 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 hello.
They're moving now. Are you having trouble with him, Webb?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Do I look okay?
Oh, I can hear you just fine. It's just your video on my end's frozen now. Chuck, you're fine, and I can also see myself. But
Yeah. David, it looks like your video is frozen on YouTube as well.
Huh.
Don't quite know
No.
why. Hey, Kathy.
What? He just said hi. Well, she just walked by, so you saw her.
Yeah. Yes. Well,
I
that's
mean,
well.
internet's not
Yeah, but
super.
I see you in here, but I don't. I see you frozen in YouTube.
Okay, that's
So
what I can do.
I mean, you look kind of grim, but other than that,
I don't know why this. It says, please keep this tab open until the upload is done for Riverside.
yeah. That's the one trick here. That don't close out everything until. I mean, if you want to now, it won't matter because we're not live yet, but we're working on it.
yeah.
Hello, Eric.
Hello. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Eric, you look good. You sound good.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you sound great, David. Eric, can you see David? Is his picture frozen to you, or is he moving?
It's pretty frozen right now.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
Well, but the internet speed's not the greatest here in the hotel, so
Audio's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, try turning your camera on and off and just don't drop the
Okay.
stream, but now you look great. Sorry. So let's see
is
here.
any better?
You are, well, you're still okay with the YouTube catch up just for a minute.
Yeah, let me change the. I better go down to much lower speed here. I went down to 720 now. It was at 4K.
Okay, I'm still waiting for it to come back on YouTube. Whoops.
How do I look here? Hello, hello, hello.
I mean, you're fine. You're fine inside Riverside. It's just the
Okay.
This is really
Well-
interesting though because it hasn't picked back up on YouTube.
There's always a
Well, just-
delay, but I
just
did.
for what
I did downsize my video to 720p.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
see Dave's video now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't either.
no, not at all.
Well,
Dave, tell you what, disconnect and come back in.
President of the United States. Nice.
Oh,
Hello.
We're not getting political.
Hey,
Looks
Marty.
good though.
Except I'm backwards. How
Well,
do I
yeah.
flip this?
I don't know, but you're normal on here and you're normal on YouTube.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, well,
So maybe you're not really backwards. You just think you are.
Yeah.
Well, Yum is backwards, but if the output, I'm not going to mess with it now. If the
Yeah, it's good
output
here.
looks fine, I'll just go ahead and do this. Oh, I need to change my name to Reverend Doctor.
oh, that's
Hello?
important.
oh, how do I sign out?
I'm only
Can I-
kidding.
You see,
Oh.
see my video.
Nice, Dave.
Hang on, Dave. Let's YouTube catch up. And you look fine here, but again, let's.
Right.
There you are. Okay, now you're on YouTube. Now start waving like a white
Can I,
madman.
Look like I'm moving. You can hear me.
I saw your mouth move, so I think you're okay right now.
I'm seeing him frozen right now in my screen,
No, he
my
just-
guest
no.
screen.
That's just his,
Oh,
his
Looks good here.
yeah. Okay.
I'll be coming home tomorrow. What happens today?
Okay. So, yes, Eric, you are a little pixelated. Now, I know that from what I'm told, that won't be the case in the recording, but for now, you're unusually pixelated.
Yeah,
Well, that
I'm seeing
that
it.
was,
Everywhere or
Keep-
just
I am
where
too.
you're seeing it?
It keeps going back and forth.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it everywhere.
Well, here I look gorgeous.
Well,
I just heard the sound go out a little bit for him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I may have to turn YouTube off. I don't have enough bandwidth for both. Oh, well.
I thought you had massive amounts of bandwidth.
Me?
Yeah.
I have 11 megabits up.
Okay. Hey, Brian.
Fiber is almost here. They were digging this morning.
Tell him to
Hey,
hurry
guys.
up. How you doing,
Brian.
Brian?
Hey, Brian.
Good. How about yourselves? Hello, hello.
Hi, Brian. So is it still pixelated or?
Yes.
It's still, yeah, a little bit.
Let's see.
For what it's worth, it's not for me. Okay. He
Oh,
thinks
really?
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Ah! Oh, Marty, never mind.
Hey, I'm 4K 30 frames per second. Cut me some slack.
Okay, I'm getting rumble from somebody.
Oh,
is it my-
let me shut this off. Nope, still there.
Yeah, it's like almost somebody's mic is rubbing something.
I don't even want to go there. You're lucky you said that when Jeff wasn't here.
There goes the
Yeah.
explicit tag.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
so close.
Okay, now I don't know what changed, but it's gone now.
let's see. Can I
Isn't it
switch
fun testing new tech?
Open, change Wi-Fi. Go to that one. Switch to backup network. Back.
No, still got it just a little bit.
Ah,
Ooh,
heard that.
that's coming from Dave. Yeah, that's where the rumble is.
Fucking mute. I'm sorry.
That is definitely staying in after dark. That is definitely
I'm so
What a
sorry.
microphone, you know?
Oh,
Good sound.
I didn't. It's a dynamic mic. I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, well,
One time we
just
had
think,
a.
just think of the challenge
Oh,
that tiny
embarrassed.
little mic had to face.
it was dynamic, all right. Dude.
That's nothing. One time we had a person come in delivering a professional development, and they had a little lapel mic and took it with them. That was awful.
No.
That was awful.
That's when you need to have somebody hosting that can mute people.
Yes.
I'll tell you later.
So I'm curious because I don't know exactly how to explain it, but you guys all sound better tonight with this. You don't sound quite as flat. So I don't know. It just
Is that why
Okay.
there's more background noise picked up? It's not filtering.
it's possible.
It's not compressing the audio.
Yeah, well that might be it too, Marty. Yeah. So I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, but see, now I don't hear what I was hearing before, and maybe you are or aren't, but Brian,
Like a
is
mic
it?
stand on a table.
Yeah, Brian, is it you?
What's that?
That the rumbling.
Is it
Yeah.
typing?
I can mute myself. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, come back, Brian.
Yeah.
It was
I think yeah, maybe you just a little bit, Brian. It's not bad. It sounds like a little bit of a ground loop hum.
I wonder what it is.
Any machinery anything going in the background?
No, we have our AC, but that's nothing different than
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. Hey, Jim Ray, how are you?
Hey, Jim.
Hey,
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Nice shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matching shirts, nice.
Now,
Context
Jim,
wins.
how is Jim doing his virtual background? Unless he really is in space, which is always possible.
You can change your camera actually.
I am using the software with the Insta360. It has.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. There you go, Webb. There's part of your answer.
Well, hold on. Let me try.
No, we got time. We got time. So before I forget to tell everyone, up in the top bar, give or take, sort of on the right of your screen, you should see a little percentage thing.
Uh-huh.
And so what you want to make sure you do is see how close you are when we shut down or when you leave. Just don't close the tab or until that hits 100%, because it's what it's doing.
Oh,
What I'm told is it's recording very briefly to your browser cache and then uploading. And so you're always going to be just a little bit behind depending on what your speed is. It's never going to be completely perfect. So you're going to have to wait maybe a couple seconds, maybe even if you're really slow, David, a couple minutes before you kill everything.
Mine says 14% right now.
14%. Okay, well then you're kind of low because I'm running at 99.
yeah, I'm at
I'm at
99 to
45.
98.
Mine says 1%.
It says 44.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jim's
says-
pixelated and Eric's pixelated, so it might
Yeah.
be a reason for the upload.
Yeah. So again, this is, and for the folks in the chat room, good evening. We are doing a little bit of a test tonight, so things may look and sound different. There may be the occasional glitches. Webb's world just got really weird there because he has
Boy,
a
did
pull
it.
down screen. Yeah, that was strange. So you know how it is. We can't leave well enough alone. We have to keep playing with new things.
Uh, can't change background and effects on camera while recording.
Okay.
So if I want to change a background, I've got to be not in. I have
Yeah.
to do it before I come in.
Right. And this is also interesting because now I've got meters for everyone, so I can see where the audio is coming from. And Brian, yeah, it is you. It's I don't really.
It could be either the fake lamp or the fake plant that Brian has in the
Yeah.
background. making the noise.
Huh.
Or the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing I can think of, Brian, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, is the earphone cables.
Like zipping of that.
No.
No,
Hmm.
I don't know. Strange.
Hmm.
Strange. Jim, what's your percentage now? I'm really curious for you and Eric.
16.
4%.
4%. Wow.
But well, now it's 5.
Okay.
I'm at 47% right now.
Are you guys on Gerbil broadband?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Hotel.
I mean, I
Jim,
can
I-
change my resolution because it's at 4K now. I can knock it down to 1080.
Try knocking it down to 1080.
Jeff Gamet.
And now I'm back down to 4.
Dave Ginsburg.
You got both two of us.
Hey,
with the
Jeff.
shirt on tonight.
Yeah, that sure looks really sharp. Dave, did you end up with any of the crazy weather?
Yes.
Oh my God. Like, I actually had to go lay down for a little while because the air pressure change.
Oh,
And like it still feels like my forehead and my sinuses are just going to explode off my face.
actually, I think you guys got hit harder than us did down here. I'm by the airport now, but in Lakewood it wasn't so bad.
It was pretty hardcore up
Yeah, I
here.
saw the storms came up through Boulder and Longmount.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So Jeff, you sound great. You look good. We're experimenting here. In the top upper right side of your window, there should be a little percentage meter.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking for. I'm fluctuating between 93 and 98%.
Okay.
I'm at 18 now.
Okay, that's good.
Going up.
I'm at,
I'm at a
at
solid
3.
99.
The highest
Okay.
I've seen is 5.
Guys in the chat saying he doesn't have the MV Slack. Do you want me to send him the
The Riverside.
Yeah.
Riverside?
Yeah, please.
I have it in my
Okay.
clipboard. I can just send it to him if you want.
If you hand it, have it handy.
Unless you got it quick on. Up to you.
I got it. I've already got it copied.
Okay.
This
Put
is
it
a
in
new
there.
one for me. So, Dave, Brian, and I have been using Riverside, but this is odd because I don't seem to have control over my audio output tonight. How weird is that? I mean, I'm on the right audio output, but
Yeah.
it's
I don't
not
either.
showing as the audio output, and I can't change the volume.
You don't
Well,
know
the
how
good-
many times we wish we had control over your audio.
No, actually, Allison made a spreadsheet for me, so I know exactly.
Was it in Numbers, Excel, or Sheets?
Well, I'm not sure what she started it in, but she saved it in format, so as an XLS file, so you can use it anywhere.
Right.
That's funny.
Well, let's see if we can get this thing off the ground. Yeah, everything, the recording should be running. Everything should be working the way it's supposed to. So,
Oh, where's the document link? I just realized I don't have it.
Voices.com/show notes.
macvoices.com/show notes.
Oh,
Hooray!
Hey, there he is.
Ooh,
Hi,
there's the
guy.
background.
Hi,
Hey,
guy.
guy.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, guy.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. Now
No.
I'm picking
Echo.
up grinding.
Yeah,
Now I'm picking
Echo.
up grinding.
Echo too.
I blame Guy.
What, from me?
I
It's
blame
gotta
Guy.
be. It's gotta be Guy.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Hi,
Guy.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff. Great
Good to
Hi,
hear your
Jeff.
voice.
Hi, Jeff. Great to hear your
Yeah.
voice. I know it's good to hear you too. I know it's good to hear you too.
Now, if we did this with a background, would it be like an Escher
Oh,
Or
acid
just-
trip, acid trip.
Oh, God. Yes. Yeah. Somebody, please.
Let's
I don't hear
talk
you.
at
It's
once.
you guys.
Let's talk at once.
Mute.
Wow.
No, it's still bad.
So, why is it doing that?
It's something with Guy.
Okay, well, Guy's muted now.
Right.
So I'm going to unmute him, I think. Say something,
He
Guy.
disappeared.
He just left.
Oh, he left?
Well, he's off the screen, our screen.
Did I take?
I don't hear a lot of people protesting that fact, but
I missed whatever it was because I was trying to control my audio.
You
No, Guy.
booted me.
It's your-
Okay.
your-
Okay.
Your mic is bad.
Yeah.
Loud?
Try it now, Guy.
Check. One,
No.
2, 3, 4.
No. I'm getting echo feedback from somebody. Somebody has to be you.
That's you. It's you.
I'm going to mute.
Yeah. And now it's not there.
Are we live?
Not. Yes, we are live. We're just the show hasn't
Okay.
technically started, but we're
Okay,
live.
then I won't say anything. All right, so
Oh, Jeff, did you change
Yes.
devices? Did you change something?
well, I was experimenting trying to get control over my audio, and I switched my audio output, but then switched it back.
Okay, because I got a note that said that your recording will continue on a new track because due to changes in the devices.
Oh, sorry
Okay.
about that.
And Marty, that is picking your stuff up big time.
yeah, okay.
Okay, now Mark Fuccio is here. Oops, and I'm gonna see. I've lost track of how many. Will see if we can bring him in.
It says two other
Yeah,
participants.
Yeah.
in One window.
yeah, I see it.
Is that better?
No.
No.
Where the hell is that coming from?
Do you have YouTube on?
Yeah, but it's muted. Oh, wait a second. I'm on Riverside in Safari. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah,
Hold on.
You need to be an edge or Pro.
Yep. Hold on.
Okay, so Mark Fuccio, if you can hear me, I think
song.
we are at capacity because when I tried to add you, it got weird. So if you want to try again, I thought it was 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we got 9
6,
including you.
7, 8. I thought it was 9 plus me, but maybe not. Eric,
Yeah, it's
what
coming.
what mic are you using?
Very hot.
The
Mike.
sh-
You're very hot.
sure. Usually I'm not. Usually I'm too quiet.
Yeah,
And you say
that's-
make it hot. I can
that's-
undo that. Let's see. How about
Wait a minute.
how about now?
Way too soft.
Too much. Now?
There, that sounds pretty good. I think.
Keep talking.
Sing a little.
Did you say sing? That would not be good.
That's what I said, but I didn't really mean it.
Oh, because that would be unpleasant for
Eric.
all of us.
Sing a song.
Yeah.
Sing it loud. Sing it strong.
Okay. So,
Yeah. No one wants to hear that. We want viewership.
So what happened here? Live audience, that you're seeing how the sausage is made. We're trying something a little new here. So why did I?
Okay, what about now? Check, check,
I
check.
think you're good.
No,
Very good.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Brian, now you got a little weirdness.
Hello, test 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm hearing a hum.
Yeah, yeah, a hum, but also a repeat. And now
Well,
I
let
got
me
me.
let me mute.
Okay.
Like a little reverb, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hello, hello.
Well,
so
I'm
we-
picking up the hum from Brian and the reverb from Guy.
Yeah. Agreed.
yeah, Guy, you got something you're going through. That's causing
I'm
us, I think.
muted.
Yeah, when you're muted,
When you're muted,
We
that's
don't
when
hear
you
it.
Right.
Huh.
What about now? Is this better?
It's humming.
Is there still a hum?
No,
humming.
still got the hum.
It might be the gain on your microphone. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't sound loud, but it does sound
Yeah.
Distorted.
humming.
Brian, is that a USB mic?
Did you select using headphones when you came in, Brian?
Okay.
So
So,
muted now. So
oh, shoot.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay, I can hear that hum too.
Brian, did you select headphones when you came into the room?
Yes. Okay, is this better?
No.
Yeah. Well, for you it is right now, but Guy, we're right back to the echo.
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
So is my
Okay.
hum gone?
Yes. Your
Yes.
hum's
Okay.
on.
And guys, and the echo's gone with Guy off, mic off.
Guy, are you trying some weirdness with
No.
audio hijack?
No, I am not. This is right through the Roadcaster. Hold on, let me try something here.
Now you
Okay.
sound
That's fine.
okay. No, I don't.
oh, it's only if somebody else talks.
Oh, can't change echo cancellation while recording. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, there is that option on the microphone.
What
Check,
browser
check,
are
check.
you in?
I'm in Chrome.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Is this the first time you've been using Riverside?
This is our trial run with this. I've done a couple tests and haven't had any problems. Now I'm going to try also to try to let Mark in and see what happens. Two other participants. So what? Nope. It's not going to let me have everybody.
Who's JR?
Shows them both. That's Jim Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it shows two other participants. Oh,
Shows
wait a
Jim Ray
minute.
and Mark in one window.
Oh no, yeah. So Jim, can you
I
hear
guess
us?
9 is the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear everybody.
Now it says J.
Oh, so
damn it.
who's-
Damn it. It bumped.
It-
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did I get bounced?
Yeah, but now
now
you're
we're
back. Okay,
Oh, there he
okay.
is. Oh,
He said
it
who's
flips.
talking.
It flips.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
we're learning.
So the trick is to just keep talking so you don't get bounced out.
Yeah.
We're still getting echo from Guy. We're still getting echo from Guy though.
I'm going to have to drop out until something gets figured out here because I'm not hearing it on my end. I'm not seeing it on my end.
Yeah, the irony is you're the only person that isn't echoing now.
Really? Everyone else is echoing?
Just your voice.
I have an echo. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh,
My
Tim.
face just appeared.
Tim.
So this is strike two. I give it strike three, and then I'm out of here until next week.
Okay.
I think it's
Guy, do you mind dropping and joining again?
No, I don't mind. Hold on.
Let's try. And before you join, see if you can set your microphone or the echo cancellation off.
Yeah, if it'll let me. Hold on a second.
Or I can drop you. Oh, there he went.
Yeah.
Well, now
Go ahead,
doing
talk,
things
Mark.
like humana, ding, 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 ding. Oh, wow.
No
wow,
echo.
wow.
No echo.
Won't be
No, go.
nearly as funny.
It's Guy.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
No
Mark,
echo.
say
echo.
something. Mark,
Hello,
feature.
say something.
Yeah, it's Guy.
Nope, it's Guy. You probably, and Brian, I really do think it's your
Your mic.
jiggle your cables a little. No,
Yeah, that is a setup for Jeff Gamet.
I
to use
know.
your cables.
I know. You have no idea the
saw it
self-control
firsthand.
that I just exhibited.
Yeah, where's your
I
spreadsheet?
did
for
see it
that?
firsthand.
huh. So we'll give Guy a minute, and if not, we'll at least get things going here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having good luck.
Thank you to the chat room for being patient. This is a bit of an experiment, and we had some issues that didn't show up in my first round. Well, my second, third round of testing either. So
But did you have this many people?
no, I did not hit Jim, but I just didn't expect to be an issue, which you never do. That's why we test.
Yeah, this is interesting for me, Chuck, because Brian and I are using Riverside for Context Machine, and so interacting with the whole interface as a non-host is, I feel like I'm hobbled in a serious way.
No,
But
he's
then
right, 'cause I
also-
have no control. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the problems we're experiencing. I mean, it's interesting to see what issues we're having to deal with here.
Oh, I do see one thing in the mic. I see a setting where it says echo cancellation where you can turn it on or off.
Right, and that's usually for the people who aren't using headphones or AirPods or whatever.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
here comes Guy. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. It's got to be something he's got hooked to his mic.
Okay, what about now?
Hello? Hello? Dope.
Nope.
That's so weird.
We'll have to do some separate testing.
All right, well, I downloaded the app. Maybe it'll work better from the app, but I have to make an account and all that other happy shit. So, sorry, forgot you were alive.
It's after dark.
God, it's so.
Okay,
So that's a good question. Is this being streamcast to YouTube for the rest of our normal
Yes.
audience?
It is, but that's a great question, Mark. Chat room. Are you hearing the double talk that we are?
Like
well,
it
I'm gonna-
sounds like you say the same word twice.
Under
How is
Pencil.
that?
Echo Alia.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and log off and make this Riverside account, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But it sounds like it looks like you can't go more than 9.
Yeah.
So if I drop out, somebody else can come in.
Okay.
Eric,
So
you're
what's
really
the Darth
hot.
Vader thing going on?
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
Bye,
It's
guys.
all right. Excrement occurs.
Okay. So I'm not hearing the double anymore.
No, it was Guy.
Nope.
The
My
chat
hum
room
is
The
so-
Darth Vader sound is still
But-
there.
I'm
chat room
hearing.
says yes, they're still hearing it.
Yeah, well, it's catching up.
Well, they're delayed.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
but
haven't caught up yet.
that just means that they were hearing what our problem was.
Eric might need to check his mic again.
Too hot?
Oh,
Too loud?
Hi.
I touched nothing.
yeah.
One moment.
I blame Guy.
There must be a lag between when I do a setting and when it shows up.
I see. There you're fine.
Now you're kind of soft, but
Yeah, but I'd rather have you soft. I can always bring you up. I can't take you down.
Marty, you appreciate the restraint I'm showing right now, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man.
I do too.
I have got a Jeff Gamet filter in my head.
I think we both do.
Kind of follows every part of dialogue, and it filters through whether Jeff could make a joke out of it.
Okay, this is our last shot, guy. Guy is back. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll ask him to sit out. Okay, Guy.
Yeah.
Say something.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
Oh,
good.
Okay.
Oh,
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Okay, so
Mr. Wizard, what did you do?
This is on the app. I downloaded the app and used that instead.
okay. So if you guys don't mind, I'll let the group vote. If you don't mind, I'm going to let it do the auto switching, but it means somebody's not on camera all the time. I guess the person who doesn't talk the most is going to be on camera the least.
Okay.
Okay.
Or I
Well,
have
I
to-
wanted to
or I have
make
to
sure
ask-
everything was okay. So I'll drop out, and then there'll be one less person to deal with. And
You sure, Guy?
Yeah, we'll do it again
Okay.
next week or whenever.
Okay.
I had you on the G-Men show, so that's probably torture enough for you for 1 week.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to bring that up, but
And thanks again, by the way, Chuck.
oh yeah, no, it was fun, guys. Seriously.
All right. Well, it sounds like anyone who's having problems, go ahead and download the app. I mean, you have to register for it and all that other happy horse shit. Download the app and see if that helped, because it looked like that's what took care of it for me. All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Guy.
Bye, Guy.
Okay, well, we are uncharacteristically late, and I apologize for that. Dave, you're going to have to watch bumping your table because it really is.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dave, you should get a towel and like fold it in half and lay it down, and then put your stuff on top of it.
Yeah. Hey, he shut the microphone off.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, before we get going, I need to
Yeah.
leave by 6:15. So,
Well,
It's
according
about
to my
55
clock, you
minutes
needed to
from
leave
now.
5 minutes
Oh,
ago.
okay.
then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So we're going to try this and see what happens, folks. And thank you for bearing with us. Looks like most of the people have stuck around. I really appreciate it. And as I put in the chat, if anybody hears anything, I mean, yes, you're delayed, so we can't respond to it immediately, but please let us know what's happening. Okay, now, Dave, the trick is to just put it right there and you'll be fine. Yeah, there. That's good. That works. Thank you for bearing with us. Oh, who was that? Okay,
All right. Can you hear that?
not as bad.
It's less pronounced.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. Okay. Get your mic set and then just leave it alone.
I'm not touching it.
You were. And there goes somebody else behind.
It's Kathy.
Kathy, are you aware you're on camera?
She did. She is. She's just.
freezing in here.
Turn it down.
Okay, let's do
Can you
this.
see me over here?
No.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, if I can see you over here.
Yes.
I'm you.
You can hear her too. In 3, 2.
Underpants.
I forgot all about it.
Bush with an RBI single. Bush.
An RBI single? Who was that?
Yeah, who has baseball going?
Okay. 3, 2. Welcome to Mac Voices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is a very different YouTube live at youtube.com/MacVoicesTV. It is Tuesday night, but we are doing a bit of an experiment here with a new service that we're trying out. And so things may look a little different, may sound a little different. We may even have some technical difficulties because we're already starting late as we tried to work some of them out. But that's what happens. We have to play with new tech. You just can't leave it alone. So having said all that, still have a lot of stuff to get to tonight. We may abbreviate the show a little bit from a recorded standpoint because I don't want to ask folks to give up an extra 30, 40 minutes. So we'll just kind of take it as it comes here. So first, though, let's go around the room and see who's here tonight. And the room is radically rearranged here. So at the moment, Mark Fuccio is in the top left of my screen. Mark, good to have you.
Hello, Chuck. I think this is some of my first audio. Hopefully it's coming in well. And, if not, we'll see what happens as we go on.
Yeah, you sound good. Beside him is Eric Bolden. Eric, it's great to see you. And also, you're now no longer very pixelated. And I think you sound pretty good, too, as the last time you talked.
Hopefully it will stay that way. Keep my fingers crossed.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Brian Flanagan Arthurs is here. Brian, it's good to see you, your plant, and your lamp.
Thank you. And my bookshelf, too.
I forgot the bookshelf, yeah. Nice. Marty Gencius is here, as always. Marty, good to have you.
Yeah, it's great to be here. On break a little bit, so I've been relaxing and enjoying the time before the semester starts up in the fall.
Cool. That's great. Dave Ginsburg is in an undisclosed location, and he's got to stop playing with his mic or I'm going to throw him out. Dave, quit touching things. And that's a cue for Jeff Gambit to make a comment. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. That's not undisclosed. I'm in beautiful Denver, Colorado. I've been here since last Friday and been enjoying fun time here and lots of great things to see, and even saw a concert at Red Rocks Amphitheater, which is absolutely amazing, and got to hang out with Jeff Gamet and his lovely girlfriend Angela for a couple of days. So great to be here. Glad we were able to test this thing out.
Okay, and this is the first lesson for Dave. You don't disclose where you are live because then the burglars know that you're not home. So
they already know. They hacked into location data.
Yeah, I got recordings going. Don't worry.
Oh, so you can see them take the stuff. That's good.
No worries.
Giving Dave his I don't know, advice or sympathies is Jeff Gamet. Jeff, it's good to have you.
It's great to be here, and Dave, it's been awesome getting to spend time with you and Kathy over the past few days. You have no idea how delighted I am that you now appreciate the magic of Sweet Cow.
I do.
Oh yes.
Okay. I'm afraid to ask.
Now we could elaborate, but now you have to decide if it's worth risking your Google history to do that search.
Webb Bixby, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
He's quiet.
Good to be here, Chuck. Thank you.
Thank you. I was going to say, I don't know if your mic's working or not. Last but not least, Mr. Jim Ray has arrived from, wherever in the galaxy he usually hangs out. Jim, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
A man of a man of few words. A
And-
man of few
Any,
words.
any burglars out there? I'm at an undisclosed location.
Yeah,
You're
that's
spaced
true.
out.
We never know where you are. Yeah, good point. A bunch of Apple news and a bunch of other news as well. But the thing I did want to just touch on that I didn't even bother to put in the show notes, that at some point today, as we record this, Apple crossed over the $5 trillion mark in market capitalization. And that means they're only the second company in history to do that. The other one was NVIDIA. And now, right now, at least the last I heard today, the last I checked, Apple's the most valuable company on the planet because NVIDIA has dropped back. So they did that just to help us celebrate this new system we're using tonight. And nobody seems to care.
It's pretend money at this
Oh.
point.
I
So,
care.
yay, Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A trillion here, a trillion there. Pretty soon you're talking about real money.
Trillions. Yeah.
Just make the stock keep going up. I'm happy.
Yeah. But what were you were waving?
Oh,
your
I was
phone
just going
around.
to say, according to the stocks app on my iPhone, market cap is $4.995 trillion. So they kind of retreated a little bit, but the stock price went up $69.07 today at market close. So yeah, it's there. There's your chart. So yeah, it's
That is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, and somebody, I forget now which one of the houses raised their price to 370.
their target.
So, Target, yeah. So, for what it's worth, for all you stock watchers out there. Coming a little bit more back down to earth, though, the Apple Upgrade program has launched today in the U.S. And
Hey Chuck, just one
Yeah.
last stock
Oh,
issue. We'll get
please.
to this. Apple does report their earnings on Thursday, so we'll see
Oh,
what
yeah,
happens
that's
after
right.
that. So,
That's
So-
right.
so
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, let's go to the Apple Upgrade program, please.
Well, before we go to the Apple Upgrade program, Webb, you reminded me of something else, and that is that the earnings call on Thursday will be Tim Cook's last one. So it should be extra interesting, even if you're not an Apple stock watcher. So you might want to log on to the Apple website and listen to it. I believe it's at usually between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern time. So it's free entertainment if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, now we'll go back to the
I'm
the
sorry.
upgrade program. No. I'm glad you brought it up because I kind of forgot it with all the stuff we've been hearing playing with today. But the program has launched. And I should also mention MacVoices.com/show notes is where everything is that we'll be referring to. Whether we get to all of tonight or not is in doubt. But there are a lot of articles out there. The one that I thought was interesting, it didn't give me quite enough information, was one from 9 to 5 Mac that says how to avoid being trapped in a never-ending Apple upgrade leases. And okay, that article made a big deal out of the balloon payments that are going to be due at the end of the lease in order for you to finish off buying the machine. And I don't know, it sort of bothered me because is good information, but the title was a little clickbaity. But at the end of the day, isn't that kind of normal to have a balloon payment, or that's what they're calling it, at the end of a lease to finish off buying?
Well, I think I've been used to in the past when I purchased the phone through my provider. It was like, okay, you've got this for 24 months. You can do something at 12 months, but at 24 months, you own it. And that's not the case with the lease process. So my concern is that people will be surprised at the end of 24 months when they don't own the phone. And it makes it available to more reachable for people who don't have the liquid or fluid income that they can spend on a device. which could also be the higher risk failures in terms of the loans. So my concern is it's setting up a group of folks who don't have the financial acumen to figure this out, nor the finances to just buy the thing outright or do it in some sort of installment plan where they actually own it at the end. I don't think these are typically people who lease cars. Well, maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I am concerned that it'll backfire on a lot more folks.
Okay.
But that's Klarna's problem, you know.
Yeah, but it's not a good look for Apple, no matter how you
No.
take it, if that's the case. And obviously this is just starting today, so we don't know what the notification process is going to be like. We don't know how, unless anybody here signed up for one today, which I doubt. We don't know exactly how that is all going to be disclosed, or whether there's going to be a specific statement that at the end of this lease you will owe XXX, or the phone has to be returned, or the phone or whatever has to be returned to us. So if you're in the market for this, look at that article, look at some of the others. Everybody's taking a little bit different slant on how they're reporting it, but the facts are the facts. So before we leave it though, Webb, I know you were talking about leasing cars. So is it typical to Marty's point that at the end of a lease, if you've paid it all, you own it, or do you have to give it back unless you pay off any additional amount?
I've only leased one car, and that's the Tesla. Everything else I've purchased. So I'm not an expert on this. The way that I look at it, when you're leasing a car, what I'm going to say could be controversial. What you're really doing is that you're paying for the depreciation that the leaseor is granting you, and then when you turn it back in. So to the best of my knowledge, I do not own the car at the end of the lease terms, because I haven't paid for all the car at the end of the lease terms. I've just paid for that depreciation. There's a phrase that they use, and I can't think of it. It's not embedded value, but so here again, I'm not an expert on leasing cars. What I can tell you, as I look at this, and I've mentioned on the show several times that I've been part of the upgrade program. I really liked the upgrade program because it was just convenient. Am I saying I made a financial smart decision? I'm not going to say that, but it was convenient. I used a phone. At the end of 12 months, Apple introduced a new phone. I got up at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, to get in the queue for the new phone. The new phone arrives. I send the old one back, and it's just fine, and I like that. So I'm a little curious. Like you said, this just came out today. I haven't had a chance to really catch up on it. I'm not sure if I agree with everything that Mr. Lovejoy presents in the 9 to 5 Mac. He was the author of that article. And I always wondered if Apple was happy with or made any money on the iPhone upgrade program. And I think that one of the things that it did was it did give them, assuming that you didn't abuse the equipment, that it helped them with their warranty programs and replacement phones and all that other kinds of stuff. So I thought, if you're looking at just the value of what Apple's had on this particular phone, it's one thing. I think you had to look at the bigger picture. So, which Apple does very, very well, I might add. Other companies do too. But yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. I don't expect any quote grandfathering, but I do. I'm going to go back to, as I finish as I started. I really like the convenience of the previous program, and I don't know if that convenience is going to stick around anymore. And that makes me sad.
I have a comment.
Okay, Dave.
Well, the first thing is with the upgrade program, you can continue to make payments if you like. I'll be at the first year, like I am always every year, because I traded in usually the old plan. So you have a choice whether you want to continue to pay it or you trade it in, and then it ends at that point. So they won't use that plan to put this towards the new upgrade program. So, or you could choose, okay, I want to keep this device. I'll just continue to make payments if you so choose, which I'm not going to do. But that's what you do. You will continue to pay for another year until it's paid off. If you decide you want to keep this and just not upgrade. But the thing with the upgrade program is it's going to be, you can do it for a year or you can do it for 2 years. So if you do it for a year, then you're not committed and you just trade it in. You're done after that year, or you just turn it in and then you move on to the next lease. So really, in essence, it's kind of working in kind of the same way that this plan previously did. But I would agree with you, Webb. I kind of liked it because you had that flexibility to be able to, well, I want to keep it, or maybe I want to buy it. There's times I had family members where they waited a few years and then they got a great deal to be able to buy out that one I had in the upgrade program, and they got that phone, and that was a great deal. Well, with this, it's a lease, so you aren't going to have that flexibility. But I think as it's so new for everybody, and I'll be researching, of course, and we'll get more stuff as we can with this. But I guess I kind of can't blame Apple for wanting to do this because it's a different company using Klarna. And it is it's going to be interesting where it goes.
Okay. Any other thoughts on this? We're talking so much about the iPhone, and at least I think it was this article, if not, it was one of the others, specifically outlined that all these options are open for a lot of devices, not some of the real low end ones, but MacBook Pros, iPads. So
and Apple Watch.
And Apple Watch, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, take a look. Now, the other interesting thing, especially for iPads and Macs, was that, there's a published price, but it also depends on configuration. So the good news is it sounds like I could order a configuration that I want. The maybe not so good news, but not unexpected news, is that it'll drive the lease price up, as well as that buyout or balloon payment at the end.
Right.
So let the buyer beware.
Just to make sure we hit the other comments that have been in our private chat, Jeff is right. He called out the fact that Apple Care is not included with this, whereas the Apple Upgrade program was. So now you got to pay extra if you want to cover this under Apple Care. I don't know with this new upgrade program, are they going to make you do it? Because kind of like when you buy a car, you want to have a warranty or you want to have protection on it. They may not. And then the other thing is now it's going to be locked to a carrier. Where for me, I know, Webb, you said AT&T, you're with them for years. I've been with T-Mobile for years. So I don't think that's going to affect me that much. But that was the nice thing about this upgrade program previously. It was unlocked. So I could have decided, I'm done with T-Mobile. I want to move to Verizon or whatever I wanted to do. I could do that without any problem.
AT&T, T-Mobile.
There you go.
Soon not to be AT&T.
There you go.
That's
even better.
That's a whole other story.
Oh, Chuck, are you finally joining us on the Mint side of life?
Actually, I've already joined Mint on a different device.
Okay, cool.
So I've because for testing and a number of other reasons, and now I will be almost certainly moving over to Mint, given all these changes and now especially the end of the iPhone upgrade program. So,
yeah,
we shall see. Marty, I think you brought this one in. This came from the Apple community on Reddit, that Apple was the king of AI and nobody knows it. And I love this sentiment.
Yeah, I think it is the argument here is that Apple's unifying memory architecture is underrated for local and on-device inference. And the author points out to M5 and Ultra and other hardware signals as evidence that Apple is going to really take on AI. I think there is an argument within this discussion that Apple sits on making decisions about new technology until it is learned, tested, and figured out how it's going to fit into its ecosystem. And what we are going to see as SAI is truly what people one of the functions that people want to use AI for their own personal context, which they can't use because it's not on device in other systems, so, or other platforms. So that's where I think the author or the people who are publishing on this Reddit thread are saying that this is a particularly strong and appropriate use. They came in late, but they came in strong, and Apple and people will be looking at SAI in terms of privacy, security, and things that they can't necessarily get on other platforms. So,
which is really interesting given the fact that, with the exception of a public beta, this is not available to everyone yet, and yet these opinions are out there. So, and there are a lot of things here tonight that I'd love to be able to talk about all of them at once, and there's just no way to do it. But they all have a lot to do with privacy and control and those things. But this one really struck me as this is another 9 to 5 Mac, that Apple glasses just won't be useful without video recording. So the thing that has bugged everybody the most about the other iterations of smart glasses, now 9 to 5 is pronouncing that they won't be a success without it. Mark, I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, I read that article, and I think it's sort of a clickbaity title. And then reading through it, he describes all the sort of things he wants to do, and none of them really turn on the ability to record and have a perpetual video recording. He talks about wanting to, look at and see and get updated information. So I think Apple maybe has a real strong case here in that we're not the creeps. We're not recording pictures of you coming out of the beach or out of the pool or out of the restroom at the bathroom. Our devices ensure high degree of privacy, and sort of the gray areas on the fringes. The things, I forget what their term is for it, but you have something in it, and you can do a quick search to find out more about that particular builder or object or product that you're looking at. But again, none of these things turn on having the ability to actually have to record it. That might be an additional over-the-top thing, but I'm not so worried that Apple, if they ever do have a lower cost wearable type of device, that it will be crippled and market failure because it doesn't allow you to record live video.
Okay, Jeff.
All right. This piece, what I get out of it is Ben, the author of the piece, has good vision and has literally no idea what people need to be able to function in society if they don't have good vision, or if they have a serious vision impairment. To me, this is the place where smart glasses can actually really shine, and it's as a vision assist device, like not just like regular glasses, like holy crap, almost all of us tonight are wearing on the panel, but like something that you have that is telling you, the street that you're approaching. This is the name of the street. Do not cross. There's a bicycle in front of you. All of the stuff that someone with a vision impairment could find incredibly useful. Hold up a package in front of your face, and the glasses say, "You just picked up a box of Cheerios," or whatever it is. That's the real value in smart glasses. And the whole thing about, well, if I can't record video with it, then this is a pointless device. Okay, you're wrong. And I think over time, the whole smart glass thing will really prove to be a valuable tool for people with vision impairment or people who need to have augmented vision in some way. I'm going to do a side note here real quick. I think that even when Apple comes out with their glasses, they will have to deal with exactly the same stigmas that every other smart glass device maker makes, because Google and Meta already tainted that market for us. So no one is going to trust you to not be a surveillance tool when you're wearing Apple smart glasses, just like they wouldn't trust you to not be a surveillance tool if you're wearing any other company's smart glasses. So thanks for ruining that for us, Google and Meta.
Hey, Chuck, mark this date down. I agree with Jeff.
I'm glad I was sitting down.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Marty.
Yeah, I think Jeff was a little quick on the Jeopardy buzzer, at least quicker than me. I like the idea that it doesn't have recording capabilities, but it could very well have cameras that are used for getting information and assessing the environment. This will come in handy if some of the things they say it'll have, like directions that will be able to come up on your glasses that you would use. The camera element would be important, or at least the kind of distance and LiDAR kind of evaluation would be important for that kind of thing, along with GPS on your phone to let you know where you're going. There's so much capability that Apple has already done in Vision Pro that could be applied to glasses on a different level that will make it valuable and context related without having to creep people out with video. And I think actually announcing the glasses don't record video would be a better marketing driver than people are who say it's going to be a problem think it is. I think people will be attracted to the fact that if people see me with a pair of Apple glasses on, I'm not the guy. I'm not in the creepy and
You're not
creepy
that
environment.
guy.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
So I get a little bit confused about recording, because it's going to have to record to some degree images in order to be helpful. How quickly that those images can get dumped, or that information can get dumped. And I'm sort of thinking like the live photos thing in the iPhone, where you're basically getting a short little movie and then it's picking the best frame. I kind of like that, because it's given me shots that I wouldn't otherwise have, or that I can choose, within just a couple seconds of the event happening. Maybe somebody closed their eyes. Maybe, I don't know what else happened, but in that split second, I've got another frame to work with. And I'm wondering if that's okay. Is that okay, Marty? Or
I think
there a
it's
problem?
processing images. It's not recording it. And that would be a different strategy with it. So it's looking and seeing that you are near a crosswalk, and to get to the place you want to get, you need to take a right turn at that crosswalk. So it's processing images, but it's not recording and storing them. I think that would be great. I don't have a need to go around and record things through my glasses. Eric, other people might have see different value in that, but it's not a value for me. And when I have my Meta glasses, I'm always concerned that I'm going to be seen as that guy.
Eric, you were one of the ones I wanted to ask about, because I can see you wearing a pair of these glasses, if they function the way they are talking about, out in the woods, and something happens in front of you, a magic bird flies by or something, and you don't have a chance to get your phone up or whatever. If you're recording it, I would think that would be useful to somebody like you. Am I off base?
I don't think I want any recording in glasses. I want to be able to wear the glasses into a movie theater and not get stopped and have somebody say, nope, we have to hold those. I want everyone to know that they don't record. I want to be able to go to the bathroom. I want to be able to go into a movie theater, walk into, a meeting that's not being recorded and not have anybody worry about it. Yet still get closed captioning potentially or color indications. All that can be done without having to record an image. And if I need a recording, I will hold up my phone or I will hold up a separate camera and do the recording that way. And to me, that would be much more valuable than giving me glasses that record.
Okay.
I'm
Brian,
with Eric.
Okay, good, Jeff. Brian, any thoughts from your perspective? I haven't heard from you tonight on this.
Yeah, a couple of thoughts that came to mind. I was thinking about some of the capabilities that this could bring and some of the help, maybe for folks who might be blind or have low vision. It made me kind of think of when I think it was Jeff when you were mentioning, being able to tell you what's in front of you. What am I looking at? What's that billboard say? It can be really a valuable tool for obviously those who have that impairment, but also just obviously for everybody. It kind of makes me think of the accessibility tools that they may be designed for somebody who needs it from an accessibility standpoint, but yet we all benefit and get something out of it. So that's kind of like where I was thinking, and I think in order to best do that, I would be most comfortable not having it in as a recording device, but maybe just seeing that live vision type aspect.
Webb, any thoughts from where you sit?
No, but only because I've been talking to a guy in the YouTube chat on the Apple upgrade program. So never mind. I'm okay. Everything's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Jim, I'm polling everybody on this one because I think it's an interesting little twist to the whole glasses discussion. Does it impact you?
I think Eric's comments I would echo his comments. And also, this is the sort of thing that, to me, it's so theoretical. I mean, talking about a product that Apple might release years in the future. We'll see, whenever it comes out. But to me, this kind of article is like, super clickbaity. I think, what's even the point of it?
I agree with you. And Jim, normally I think I might have overlooked this one, except for the fact that the whole surveillance thing has been, we've talked about it almost constantly. And it does seem like that could be a big difference. And I'm thinking about the X-Real glasses that are out there that don't have this. They're more for your use as opposed to, augmented reality or seeing something and recognize it or recording. And so I'm trying to figure out the value proposition, which direction it goes. Is it really that valuable for me to have something that I could that would record? Because I've got my phone. So the only difference is that these could be recording you right now, and I don't have to do anything other than look at you. Whereas I have to, call up the app on the phone and pull it up, and then it's kind of obvious that that's what I'm doing. So it just seems to be the biggest question.
I'm sure there's going to be things that, you could do with a phone that could record stuff that, the idea of saying, nobody would ever find any use for that. But, to write a story saying, well, if someday Apple comes out with a product that doesn't have this particular feature, then it's useless and they might not as well do it. I mean, what? It's bad enough that, when the iPhone came out and Steve Ballmer said, hey, Apple doesn't know what they're doing, but at least he waited until they announced it.
Before we leave this debate, Marty, you put in a link into our private Slack for the anti-Zuck smart glasses scanner app, which I, I don't even know what to say, but it says a lot about how some people feel about being recorded, I think.
Yeah, I saw this and laughed out loud. And so I sent it along because of the questions that we've had about surveillance. And the problem is I haven't had a chance to test it yet. I have a pair of smart glasses and I don't have them on to determine whether it will pick up my smart glasses. But I do have the app. And I think it says a lot in terms of people's sentiment or about being recorded with smart glasses or Vision Pro for that matter.
Yeah. Webb, you had something?
Cameras on devices. And by the way, we got to get to Brian's comment here real quick.
Yeah.
But, the whole camera thing. My iPad, I use it all the time. I had it with us in MacStock. You know how many times I've used that camera? Not very often. So,
If you'd been able to make it to my session, you would have used it once.
now I use the camera on my phone constantly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm documenting things or taking pictures of my grandchildren or whatever. Ask me about my grandchildren sometime. But anyway, I just think that's ridiculous. And remember when the iPads came out, they were blasted because they didn't have a camera on the damn thing. So now that being said, I will admit that the face camera, the face or the camera facing me, I've used that a lot, especially for things like this or Zoom meetings or what's that other platform that I use? Teams.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
remember
Chuck.
the iPad being blasted for not having a camera. But
Oh,
Webb,
yeah.
I'll come up. I'll come up with a counter for you.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I needed to scan a family member loaned me a scrapbook, and what I wound up figuring out how to do it was I did it with my iPad, and I used the camera on my iPad. And you might say, well, why didn't you just use your phone? Well, the iPad had a really big display on it that made it a lot easier, and that that's where I wanted to use it. So it turned out to be very, very handy. And I'm sure that camera costs very little. And I have seen people out in the wild holding up iPads occasionally and taking photos, not very often, but
I went to an Eagles
I've seen
concert
it.
and Glenn Fry was blasting a lady who was holding up an iPad, taking a picture at the concert thing, put it down.
As well he should have.
Yeah. So
I've also seen people say, no iPhone recording either.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Let me interrupt anytime.
No. You bring up an interesting point because I'm thinking, okay, for QR codes, I have definitely used the camera. I've also used the camera in other situations that I wanted a bigger screen for whatever I was recording so I could, look at it right then. But much to my surprise, you've made me think about the fact that I really, other than that, or back when I was using the iPad as a big camera for CES, I really haven't used the camera on the iPad. So
I tell you what, I think I've used the camera on my iPad more than the camera on my MacBook.
Well, yeah, I can understand
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's fair. But Webb was referring to Brian's comment. Brian, I'll let you make your comment.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the article and it had mentioned or the website rather, and then pointing to the App Store. It looks like it is number 2 in the paid utilities at the moment. So definitely seems to be at least some initial interest and people who are interested in needing this.
I can save you a couple bucks. Go in the App Store, search for Bluetooth tracker apps, Bluetooth detector apps, Bluetooth locator apps. Find one that lets you use it for free, because that's what this is. It's just one of the apps that's looking for Bluetooth signals.
Cool.
Oh, so there's nothing special about those.
No, it's just your glasses have a Bluetooth connection to your phone. It's just looking for that.
Yeah, I've just loaded the app, and it's got a little signal chaser for the
Just
area, and it
Bluetooth
has
scanner.
options.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has options for likely glasses or other Bluetooth.
There you go.
And the signals are alert you when Meta Ray-Bans, Snap Spectacles, Echo Frames, or Ray Neo glasses are near. So it must designate something for
Well,
the
sure.
signal,
The
not
Bluetooth
just general
device
Bluetooth.
is broadcasting, this is what I am.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
it's just picking up on that. And to be clear, what I said about go get a free Bluetooth scanner app, I am not trying to be contrary to anything that you or Brian said, because everything you said is absolutely valid about what this app is and what it shows about the current state of trust, or the perception that people have towards smart glasses in general.
So the question becomes, if it pops up on Marty's scanner that these are Ray-Bans, then what action do you take?
We're going to be reading articles about
Yeah.
Punch,
and they won't be
punch
good.
him in the face.
Yeah.
Punch him in the face articles. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, so you don't get any property damage. You reach up, you take the glasses off, then punch him in the face, then put them back.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
So then it's just regular assault.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
you were shooting. I knew you were shooting video of my girlfriend. Pop.
Yeah. Dave.
Well, one of the things to hit back there, I mean, as far as I understand, I mean, I have not tried those glasses before. I obviously have a Vision Pro, and that's different. But the glasses are supposed to have a flashing light anytime anybody is recording. So, I mean, you can see it. And I'm assuming that you said that, Marty, because it isn't like you don't know, but it's going. And I kind of agree with Jeff's comment. Was the fact of the matter is it's going to bother people if they see you recording them. I mean, it's just like when I was at the concert at Red Rocks. I mean, I'm looking around. I took a picture of the entire audience, and this is 20,000 people sitting out in bleachers out there in that place, and I saw phones everywhere. And I took this picture. I'm like, it seems like 80% of the people, when they had a song for this artist, was that they really dig. They're recording. I mean, I was recording stuff too. I mean, and it's everywhere. You're not going to be able to avoid the privacy. I mean, let's face it.
Eric. You muted, Eric.
And what I said was so perfect. With glasses, if I pay for prescription lenses, I want to be able to keep them on. I don't want to have to carry 3 pairs of glasses, a pair of reading glasses, regular glasses, and then whatever these other glasses are. So no camera in that case. If you hold up a phone, like, at a concert or something, people are assuming that, that pose is either taking a picture of yourself or taking a picture of whatever's on the other side of the phone. It is a reasonable expectation that recording might be happening. Just a little blinky light somewhere is not enough. You either have everybody assuming everyone with glasses is recording. That's a problem. It is hard to go into a location that guarantees no recording, and expecting everyone to take off all their glasses because someone's worried there might be recording. A phone, it's easy. You put it in a basket, or you set it, in a box or a cubby, or put it back in a bag or a purse, and it's out of the way. So I think some of it is just managing people's realistic expectations and being able to predict when somebody is recording or doing something or not, and the assumption that, well, you're being recorded all the time anyway, so don't worry about it, I think isn't adequate. It's we shouldn't have to have that view. There should be ways that we can reduce that.
Yeah, and I guess I can't get as excited over the whole glass thing as much, because if you go to Amazon and do a quick search of spy cameras, you can find, now they might not be the best resolution, but you can find crazy small cameras that can be placed almost anywhere. I could probably put one on my cap, and you would not most likely notice it. And I walk around, so it's a fact of life in the 21st century right now. We're stuck with it. Oh, I hear a dog. Oh, that's Mark. Well, it's Mark's dog. It was Mark.
Oh, I was afraid it was something he ate.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay, I just brought this one up because of all of you guys. The Apple art director has shared sketches and prototypes of Little Finder Guy. So if you haven't seen these, yes, thanks. I knew it'll. Yep.
If I only had mine with me, it'd be here.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody show their Little Finder Guy.
Hi, Chuck.
Can I still get one of those things?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You bring up the cult, you can expect the cult to bring out their little.
Yeah.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
I'm sorry, I brought the whole thing up now.
Yeah, me too.
I apologize, Webb.
Chuck, bringing it up though, a lot of people are going to go and look for the original stories about, hey, you can go look at this, where it links back to the post from the artist, and he took it down because of course he did. Apple is probably like, WTF, dude. And but if you go and look around, you'll find that there's a bunch of articles where they took the screenshots, so you can still see them, just not from the official original source.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Because I looked at this earlier this week and thought, or last week, I don't remember when I saw it, and thought, okay, I knew you guys would be into it, so don't know why. Again, this is almost a pass through, but Apple Maps will be integrated directly into Ford's upcoming Universal Electric Vehicle platform.
Amen.
So they may not
take that, Rivian.
Yeah, some of them may not like CarPlay, but apparently Apple Maps is going to be going right in there. So take it for what it's worth.
I can give you firsthand experience with all the traveling I've been doing this week. I was using Apple Maps most of the time, but then I'm switching to Google Maps. I'm like, get away from me. I stick with Apple Maps.
Ford Moco is a mofo co. And I think that will get past the censors.
I think we could just end the show right there. That was the pinnacle.
I feel like I should. Oh man!
If you just real quick, if you know anything about this new Universal, the EUV or the UEV, the Universal Electric Vehicle that Ford's working on, it's kind of the reintroduction of the old Ford Ranchero, which was kind of half car, half pickup truck. And it's kind of the evolution of that. It'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Very similar to the Slate, which is a low-cost electric pickup truck with no frills whatsoever. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see where Ford takes this one. I'm glad they chose Apple Maps and they didn't decide that they had to go buy or build someone else's. But Ford has also always been very CarPlay friendly. I'll just put it that way.
The Ford Mach-E has already had special integration with Apple for some reason.
Didn't know that.
No, they were partnering with CarPlay in the past. It's not like GM, of course.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
but not just CarPlay. Like the Mach-E integrates, like CarPlay can get the information about what this car's battery level is,
Oh,
and it can report like, okay, you're going to arrive at the charging station with 23% battery, and that doesn't happen with CarPlay with any other car.
Yeah.
right.
Brian.
I was happy to see this, and it makes me think. We've seen. It seems like a scale back of companies coming out and saying that they're not interested in the CarPlay Ultra, and seeing that this come about. Hopefully, it has some success, and other manufacturers may be more willing to, see some of the benefits that, whether it's called CarPlay Ultra itself or something for this in their vehicles, will work out well too.
Yeah. This one was particularly interesting. Claude Cowork escaped Sandbox on Mac and had full access to all files. And this particular one, I think I first saw it on 9to5 Mac, but it was written up a number of places. And this is where I know there were concerns when Cowork came out. There were concerns about OpenClaw, and so this one, for what it's worth, it's just another thing for you to be aware of. That these things may not be as contained as you would like them to be. And has anybody had a lot of experience with Claude Cowork? I've been playing with it a little bit, but I've been real careful about what I gave it access to. Mark?
I've used Cowork, sort of as a learning and stepping stone into, using Claude Code. They're both similar. This particular exploit or bug notwithstanding, it's pretty clear on requesting that you set up a folder that you can give it access to. And I think the part about this story that needs to be mentioned so that listeners don't panic is, there's a specific way that that this exploit could be triggered, which is possible, but probably not very likely for people in this listening audience. But it still does show that there are all sorts of security concerns, and I know as I start to get into using Cowork, I would. I start off just using on a separate, basically machine I use as a sandbox to be able to get trust to it, and then start to move over, maybe to my M1 MacBook Air, and give it a dedicated folder. And I make sure that I always did a Time Machine backup before I would let it run, on a task, and then and do the Time Machine backup and disconnect. So over time I've dispensed with that, but I think, given the capability of these tools, you need to go through your own trust building process. And I'd recommend people read the article, but taking a foreign, I think this is maybe what people call a prompt, prompt attack, where they try to give you something, unnatural to try to have your machine do, and by doing it, it can, in this case, it escaped its sandbox and could theoretically, read and write and infiltrate and do all sorts of things with the data it finds on your system. But there you go. It's just another new technology that is going to be attacked, and it needs to be hardened.
Right. And I think, Mark, what you said is very, very wise. We all need to go through the learning process, build up our own trust levels, and figure out what it can do for us. And then, unfortunately, you have to evaluate whether what it can do for you is worth the potential risk. I guess it's sort of like jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. Do you get enough out of it to take the risk? I I just looked up and realized that you said you had to go. I think
Yes.
about now.
Yeah, I was
So
just going to say, it's if no one
yeah,
else had any comments on
yeah,
this, this is
yeah,
good point for me to take my leave. But
yeah.
great
Where can
conversation, and
yeah,
see you all again all soon.
yeah, where can we find you, Mark, when you're not here?
At MARKFUCCIO on X or Twitter or Zitter or whatever you want to call that thing.
Perfect. Thanks so
Okay.
much, Mark. Appreciate it. Oh, and the screen just rearranged itself. That was cool. Hmm. So we talked about Claude Cowork. Now we found that Claude chats have been exposed on Google and Bing search results. And another article I read over dinner just before the show was that, yeah, this is all working the way it's supposed to and expected. Well, according to most of what I read, no, it wasn't expected, but maybe the capabilities were there. Just everybody thought their chats were private. And Marty, I want to turn to you and see, would you be worried about this?
Yeah, I would be as a consumer. I put some things into Claude that I wanted to act on, and if those things somehow become, at least the prompts become, and the conversations become publicly available, that's why I think it's Claude that defaults or should default to on device only, and I can't remember which one does that. And either OpenAI defaults that way, so it's on device only, or Claude. I kind of thought it was Claude, but this article makes me question whether it's Claude or not. But yeah, I mean, I just want to keep stuff running on device, not used for modeling, and flipping that switch in both OpenAI and Claude.
Yeah, I mean,
Of course,
if,
it
if
doesn't keep
oh,
it on device. The model is on a server somewhere.
yeah, the model. Well, if you're sending the query, yeah, it has to go there. But again, this is not what you would have expected. So I was. This is terrible. If it had been OpenAI, I don't think I'd have been quite as surprised. But I'm kind of surprised Anthropic got caught this way, if you consider it caught. So, okay. So speaking of OpenAI, and this is fascinating. I think last week we touched on the Hugging Face hack that was carried out by OpenAI, and it's unintentional hacking, and now Hugging Face wants $100 million of compute from OpenAI in compensation. Jeff,
It's
go ahead. I saw you cracking up first.
I mean, okay, so the whole thing is just crazy and ridiculous, and even a year ago, we would have considered this to be like a sci-fi farce thing, but here we are, and all of this is really happening. So Hugging Face coming back and saying, you know, you want this problem to go away? All it's going to cost you is 100 million in compute time, and I don't blame him for doing that. And my guess is that OpenAI is going to be like, "Oh, this is stupid and that's wrong, and this is just an accident. We didn't mean anything." And in the end, they're going to be like, here's a metric bucket load of compute time, and let's just pretend like this didn't happen.
Brian?
Yeah, I had actually had a question. It was more in regards to the Claude aspect of the shared chats. When you use Claude and you share you share a conversation, so you want to, maybe you had a conversation with Claude and you're sharing that conversation with somebody else to say, hey, here's what the gist of the back and forth was. Is that the aspect that's shared, or and only those ones that you generated that link from, or is it, is there other ways that it was being found, I suppose?
I don't recall them being that specific, Brian, as to what the mechanisms were.
Yeah.
But no, I take that back. This one says these were share links, which cause Claude generates when you share a conversation with someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Got it.
Not only content users deliberately shared were affected. Private unshared chats were untouched.
okay, so that's
Thanks.
good. So it still feels a little strange, but
Yeah.
I guess it may be a little more understandable if you look at it from that perspective. Jeff, the 100 million though, I will say this. I like the idea of the two companies settling this through a discussion or through negotiations and not just pulling out the lawyers right away. So I give them both credit for that.
Yeah. Also, this makes for good publicity for Hugging Face. On a totally related to all this, I find it fascinating that for Hugging Face to run the tests on their own code that they wanted to run, they had to go and grab open models out of China to be able to look at their own code the way they wanted to, because of the I guess restrictions that are in place on the models in the United States. Say to go outside the U.S. to get what they needed to be able to conduct the investigation that they wanted to conduct on their own systems.
So I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, gonna have to sit with that one for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of. I'd like to think that we have the best tools. If there has to be an us and them, which it seems like in today's world there has to be. So does that mean we're hobbling ourselves to our own security detriment?
It's always a balance. And
Yeah.
And that where the needle falls on that spectrum, if you will, if I'm just going to sit here and mash up metaphors, it's going to be a fluid thing. It will change over time.
Eric, any thoughts on the wisdom of this?
I guess the thing that kind of comes to mind here is something different, and that is that they reached out, grabbed a model, brought it into their own servers, and ran that. So the important thing is eventually everybody's going to be running around grabbing models to run on their own hardware, and eventually that might be local Apple hardware. So some of the issues go away because you're not running it on a remote model unless it's really complicated. On the other hand, if people are using the big models less because they can grab something that's already built and done and smaller and optimized, then all of this build out of hardware and infrastructure may not have a way to pay it back.
Does it bother anybody that one of these, for lack of a better term, let's just call it secured models in the U.S., is reaching out and grabbing a theoretically insecure model from another party and then putting it into their system to diagnose their own model? I mean, that feels strangely like opening the door and letting somebody in that you don't necessarily want in the house.
Once you have the whole model and you stick it on a server, you can isolate it from anything else.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to make it publicly available to anybody else who wants to use it. It's in a lab environment. You know, the models that are breaking out, I sometimes think is half on purpose for advertising. because you certainly much of the time can just keep everything optimized. There's no reason to have it break out unless you're trying to create a news story about how great and wondrous and capable your model is. And, shouldn't everybody else want to use that same thing?
Yeah, Chuck, I'm sure when they put it on their servers, they safely sandboxed it. So it wouldn't, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's funny. And on so many levels. So, Marty, I love your sense of humor. You'd think in this case that it would be OpenAI that would be freaking out the most because it was Hugging Face who goes and grabs the open model, whichever one they grabbed out of China, and set it up so that it could start analyzing the code that OpenAI's um, model was using. So ultimately, Hugging Face is analyzing OpenAI properties with this tool out of China. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't care where it comes from. If it's China, if it's the United States, if it's Germany, Brazil, it doesn't matter because these tools, they ultimately are all in this very early state of development. We're still in pre-alpha, I think, for the state of OpenAI where we want it to go. And the concerns that you have about a model out of China and what it may be collecting and where it's putting that information and how it's using it, that same concern should apply to every single other model. It doesn't matter where it's from.
Jeff, I guess the sandboxing comments you and Marty made are perfect, and I would agree with them. But my concern would be more, and I'm way out off the reservation here for me. So, and maybe I've read too much science fiction, but is there a chance that by putting those models into their system that those models could have affected the system they were trying to diagnose or supposed to diagnose?
Anytime you install something, you run the risk of a security issue of some sort. And
Well,
that's why people like Dave are very gainfully employed, because they're the people that are helping orchestrate, and Webb has a whole team like this as well. They're the people that are orchestrating everything that needs to happen to help minimize the threat risk from anything you introduce to your systems. To me, the big story here still ultimately is that OpenAI has real security issues, and a lot of this stems from let's move fast and break things, figure out what didn't work and fix it. But also, wow, this is still so new and so early, and we really don't understand how what we created works. They can't make the security tools that are as effective as they want them to be. So, yeah, our real problem here is a security issue, and it's OpenAI's problem. Well, it's ultimately everyone's, but right now it's OpenAI problem.
Right. Anybody else before we move on? Okay, I know we're. Eric, please.
Oh, I just one last thing, and the other concern is how capable the Chinese models are and how they're doing the training, and is the training of those models being done using existing US models and just querying them a whole lot to build up another model that's not in the US. So I guess I'm less worried about reaching out, grabbing a model and moving it onto some servers to test, and more of the, is it easier than anyone thought to have somebody go in and basically recreate a model by doing lots of queries of something you just built that was really advanced and put a ton of money into? And I don't know how you protect against that.
Excuse me.
Chuck, you muted.
Sorry about that. We're going to run. I'm going to run us just a little bit over because there's one set of articles here I want to get to that they're all together, and also we got started late. So the first one is that now, if you forget your Google password, you can log in with a selfie. Is this a good idea?
You better be on really good terms with your identical twin.
But
Or your doppelganger. Yeah.
Yep.
I tried it. It wasn't anything big deal, but yeah, kind of strange.
Okay, so congratulations, Dave. Now you have officially scanned yourself into Google.
Yeah.
I'll do it before the night's over.
I took one for the team.
you
Chuck, if
serious?
you think this is the first time Google has had access to Dave's face or Webb's face or my face,
Yeah.
you are sorely mistaken. I mean, look at everything that we do. Holy crap, we're on YouTube right now, which is a Google property.
Yep.
Too late. We've already been scanned.
Oh, listen, I'm right there with you, Jeff. You know, but part of me says there's still this thing that now am I giving Google a, maybe not for us, all right, we may be the exceptions, but for the normal people out there, are they just giving them a better scan than Google might have had access to? And does it matter?
You know, now that you're saying all of this stuff, I'm realizing we have a totally different issue here than whether or not Google has found a convenient way for people who have lost their password to regain access to their accounts. The story that I'm now seeing here is, are people so desensitized to privacy that they're like, okay, I can just do a little video and now I get into my account without thinking about what Google might do with that data. But then the other part of it is, are we now so heightened to data privacy that we look at anything that's happening, like what could potentially, probably not, but potentially be a useful tool that Google had created as an altruistic move. We see that now as this is another ploy just to get us to give up valuable data about ourselves that they can use in whatever way they want. We live in a crappy timeline, is what I'm saying.
You're telling me that I'm paranoid by thinking of these kind of things is what?
No,
you might be paranoid, but it doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Yeah.
You know, after the show, I'm going to put my Web Bixby mask on and going to submit that to get access to all of Webb's accounts on Google.
Webb doesn't look concerned.
I'm less concerned.
There's
about,
already a black SUV rolling up to Marty's house. All Webb had to do was give the secret gesture. It's been great knowing you, Marty.
Yeah. Webb's doing the Bond villain thing here with this. I'm sorry, Jim, go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to say I'm less worried about Google having access to my face than I am the possibility of this failing in such a way that someone else gets access to my Google account. To me, that's what this really alarms me. Is this going to really work? And you know, can it be spoofed?
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, kind of along those same lines. It made me kind of think of the aspects related to when the bank, you can set up your voice as a confirmation, and how the spoofing of the voices can be done so much better now that, I don't know, it's scary. It's not something I worry about the people not doing it right, rather than necessarily Google themselves.
Yeah. Eric?
People have finally kind of gotten used to the whole passkey thing for logging in, and you just use your fingerprint or Face ID, and there's a passkey, and you log into whatever it is. And I would worry that people look at this as just the Google way of doing passkeys, but it's not the same at all. There's a huge difference on where the data lives and who has it. But I'm sure there are people that consider it to be just as convenient as passkeys, and look, here it is. It's great.
Yeah. Marty?
I just typed something in. Dabney Coleman pulled this on Columbo when he had his girlfriend drive through a speeding ticket in order to justify an alibi that she was wearing a Dabney Coleman mask and wound up fooling the cameras. So
yeah, it's a traffic camera.
Yeah, there's evidence
Send a plan.
for
Yeah.
this
I'm gonna
strategy.
make
Yeah.
I wouldn't send a plan.
Who among us has
wouldn't
not
send a
worn a
plan to
Dabney
a
Coleman mask?
Right.
1970s technology.
group, or would you send-
Let's go the whole way back to the original Mission Impossible with the masks. So
Which was a great way to avoid having what they saw as a problem actor on set.
Webb?
Any of you guys signed up for TSA Pre?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep, and that was a process of realizing just how much I gave up.
Because it's amazing, and it sure did speed up my process when I was going through the airport in Orlando, that I was TSA Pre'd and scooted me right on through the whole security check thing. So, but
Did you do Clear, Webb? Have you done
No,
Clear?
I haven't done that. I just,
Hmm.
I did TSA Pre because I used the accumulated points for my Visa credit card to pay for it. So in essence, it was kind of free, or I prepaid for it, depending on how you want to look at it. So, and I don't do enough general aviation to commercial aviation, I should say, to spend a lot of money in doing that. So I'm really happy with TSA Pre. It does just about everything I want it to do. So I
Yeah,
haven't
TSA
tried Clear
Pre is
yet.
great. And I never did the Clear thing because at least at the Denver airport, I've noticed that since people caught on to what they can do with it, the lines for Clear keep getting longer and longer and longer.
But my point here is that they do the same thing. They scan your face and they do the whole thing just like we're doing, just like what Google's doing it. And I feel a lot better that the government's behind it.
Yeah.
Even though I think they subcontract it out, if you want to know the truth. But
Oh, they're absolutely subcontracting it out. And state of Colorado, I think, is using the same facial scan thing that TSA uses.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
For what it,
yeah,
yeah,
I am
for what
so
it's,
scanned.
yeah, for what it's worth, I've done Clear, and yes, they scan, they take your fingerprints and everything, and it's interesting to listen to myself about how I'm concerned about one thing, and yet I was able to. I gave up a lot to do those two things. And
that's my
Jeff,
only point.
yeah, and Jeff, I've seen. Funny thing is, for a while, the Clear lines were getting longer. They at least in the Baltimore airport, they've changed their procedures, and now doesn't matter how long I can't talk, how long the line is, you just buzz through.
Good.
They have really improved it a lot. So, again, for what it's worth. Okay, so it sounds like some of us are comfortable giving up certain things to Google, but would you do a free verification on Facebook? Because they want you to do that, and to get it, you have to give a video selfie. Ooh, I stumped the panel.
I don't trust Facebook. The government, okay, but
Yeah, Brian, I saw you shaking your head. Still muted. There you go.
Going back to Google, Google has all my email for the last 17 years.
Yeah.
I
Brian?
don't use any Meta products, so no.
I just cannot imagine feeling comfortable doing this for Facebook.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Okay, here's the other side of this. How many people post videos on Facebook already that their own faces are in?
The show.
Okay, well, there you go, Chuck. You might as well do this because you've already given them the face videos anyhow.
Fair point. Fair point. So I'm gonna bring this point up because not because it's self-centered, but I'm going to use myself as an example, because a number of folks at MacStock, both last year and this year, have done variations of me as yeah, I know Jeff's seen at least one. So the point is that it doesn't even,
I've seen them all.
It's not thanks, Dave. It's not even up to me anymore. It's up to, because the one, and I'm not picking on anybody. So if the folks that were guilty of this, or excuse me, who did it, I'm not upset. But a picture was taken of me surreptitiously that I didn't know about, and then they took it and modeled me with various hairstyles, shall we say. And so it really brought home to me that, yeah, it doesn't matter, how much I try to protect it or not protect it. It's out there. And even if I'm not paying attention, or even if I am paying attention, my image can be captured.
That could have been done even if you had not attended MacStock.
You're absolutely true, Jim.
Yeah.
It just became more believable. Or maybe not, depending on which engine you were using. They could have maybe taken just a quick screenshot off of this. And this also circles me around. It circles me around to the services now that are offering to do promotional shots, or profile, or I can't say it, bio shots for your resume, that you send them like 4 or 5 angles of your face, and they can then put you in a tie, they can put you in a swimsuit, they can do whatever for your bio picture. So it's out there. Sorry, go ahead.
The horse is well out of the barn, but at this point, I'm not thrilled that I have 5 years of being on this show every week. So hundreds of hours of audio and video that people could harvest.
Yeah. Eric, you just had a confirmation?
Oh, wouldn't want to do the Facebook thing because I don't want to let them know that I'm human. As long as there's a question, I figure I got a chance.
I'll be working on Eric's deep fake tonight. And Marty, I'm not even going to, if you want to say it, but I'm not going to dignify it with an answer.
No, I don't want to say it.
Okay. Good. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for sticking. I wanted to make sure we got those in because those are relevant. And again, I find it even interesting to myself, and I don't know how you all feel, but yeah, I've given up my privacy. I've given my image for certain conveniences. Other places, not quite as comfortable doing it. So I don't know how you all feel, and chat room, I don't know how you feel, but I'd love to know if you have strong feelings one way or the other. So go to the Mac Voices site, drop me an email using the contact form. That way it's sure to get through to me. With that, Marty says, think of it as immortality. Yeah, well, okay. I'm not sure I want to be more immortalized with that kind of facial hair. Anyway.
It's too late, Chuck.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go around the room and let folks know where they can find you, and we'll get out of here and go to a brief after dark. Again, the screen is rearranging tonight, so Marty Gensius is up first. Marty, thank you for being here. How do you want to be immortalized? Where will you be found?
My wife never listens to the podcast, and I tell her that when I die, she'll have plenty of hours of audio and video to weep over, because she can always have that's always part of immortality. So anyway, you can find me at Gencius, Jencius, at Mastodon and also Blue Sky. And you can check out some of the shows, which is Sunday night with the Neo Notebook, Monday night with Vision Profiles, Tuesdays here with Chuck, Thursdays with Dave, and In Touch with iOS, and Friday mornings with the Tech Hangout, and then a bunch of other podcasts that I'm doing. You can find out at thepodtalk.net. So please take a look at that website and check out some of the shows you might enjoy. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Marty. Really appreciate it. Oh, there's David's doing a little free advertisement for you. Webb Bixby, thank you for being here. I'm sorry we didn't get to enjoy one of the Quilt Queen's creations tonight, but maybe next time as we figure this out slowly but surely. Other than that, where can folks find you?
Chuck, as usual, I really do enjoy being here and participating in this event every week. So you can find me at all the socials. I have the same handle, Webb Bixby, WEBBIXBY. I prefer to talk about Blue Sky because I like the name.
Perfect. Thank you, Webb.
Thank you.
Jeff Gamet, good to have you as always. I got nothing. Where can folks find you?
Well, when I'm not leaving you stumped, on my blogs, freshbrewtales.com and jeffgamet.com, and at the request of a couple people, I made a Borb Pride flag, jeffgamet.com/merch. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. Okay, so then Jay Gamet on the various social medias, and then let's see, for shows, Here With You on Mac Voices Live on Tuesdays, Dave's In Touch with iOS on Thursdays, Brian Chaffin and I do The Context Machine, Patrice Brendamore and I do Retro Rewatch, and then there are other shows that pop up along the way.
Great. Thanks, Jeff. Good to have you. Jim Ray, thank you for beaming in from wherever you are. Where can folks connect with you when you're back on Earth?
My suggestion would be to harvest all the video from these shows from the last 5 years and assemble your own virtual Jim Ray, and just interact with that, because I don't want to hear from you.
Okay.
That's fair.
Nice to have you anyway. Dave Ginsburg, thank you for being here from Denver. I hope you make it home tomorrow. Where
Yes.
can folks find you?
Looks like American fixed their computers, so we're okay now. So you can find me at In Touch with iOS at intouchwithios.com, YouTube channel, youtube.com/intouchwithios. I'm on Neo Notebook on Mondays, on Sundays. I always do that. And Vision Profiles on Mondays, and Tuesdays here on Mac Voices Live, In Touch with iOS on Thursdays, Fridays on the Tech Hangout, and Blue Sky and Mastodon, new handle, Dave Ginsburg at mastodon.social and on Blue Sky. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Dave. Brian Flanagan Arthurs is trying to do his semaphore signal with the stickers and everything as each person mentions the shows. Brian, thank you for being here as always. Where can folks connect with you?
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I always appreciate having me on. It's truly a highlight of my week. Best places to connect with me, please check out my website, brian8944.com. It's where I've been posting some updates on some projects I'm working on. In addition to that, definitely want to highlight the Slack chat. That's something that seems to be a little more back and forth recently, which is great. So great place to connect there too.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Last but absolutely not least, Eric Bolden. Eric, thank you as always for your insights. Where can folks find you?
Outside trying to get pictures, but we'll see. Maybe I'll figure that out in a few weeks. I can be found on Mastodon at eabolden@mas.to. Otherwise, Sunday nights on the Neo Notebook, Mondays on Vision Profiles, Tuesdays here on Mac Voices Live, and Thursdays kind of a week for me on In Touch with iOS.
Excellent. Eric, you know, if you're outside, not only are you taking pictures of them, they're taking pictures of you too, right?
Yeah.
They're all wearing meta glasses.
The birds, they're all fake.
Well, that we've known for a while. That,
Yeah.
You know, it's the raccoons with the masks that I worry about.
Timothy.
Yeah.
So the birds are fake, but the burbs are real. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay, now I know.
Thanks for bringing it up, Webb. if you all missed, let's see, what was it, last week or week
was last
before?
week.
Yeah, Jeff gave us an education on Borbs.
Borbs.
Do I have it?
Borbs. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, Borbs.
Borbs.
Yeah. All right, we're off track, folks. So we're gonna get
Ruined
out
my
of
own
here.
joke. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It still
Gosh
worked.
darn it. Yeah.
Folks, this is Mac Voices Live. We do this Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're sorry we got off a little late for those of you who are in the chat room. But, you know, this is what happens. Even Elon didn't land that first rocket back on the platform. So we have to crash once in a while. I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Mac Voices. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Well, that was interesting. So before the chat room clears out, folks, if you wouldn't mind throwing, I saw Barry already threw in, and Barry, if you're still here, I really appreciate it. Give us an idea of what the experience was like on your side. From where I sat, it seemed to be a little rougher than usual or normal. It'll be interesting to see how the recordings turn out. So,
I just noticed this with Brian. When he turned his microphone on, there was a lot of hum. And then after he started talking, it kind of cleared up. The hum disappeared.
Yep.
So it's something with...
Yeah.
It's a Riverside thing.
Yeah.
It's
game.
straight up a Riverside thing.
well, and there are a couple settings that I was looking at and I wasn't sure.
There you go.
And so I've got to play with them a little bit and see, because one of them I think might resolve some of those issues, especially the we start out loud and then duck down. So
Yeah, let me know which setting you're going to play with, because I need to make that same change for Context Machine. Like if I sit quiet long enough, you'll hear my air conditioner.
Jeff, though, I tell you what, I think whoops. Oh,
That
sorry.
happens all the time too. It changes all the time to your order. That's why I drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and look, this thing has so many controls, and there would be so many benefits to using it. I gotta do some research, but I also, trying to test it with 2 or 3 people is a lot different than trying to test it with 9, and that's why I decided to go and take a shot at it tonight. So,
Well, if you need a guinea pig off hours, don't hesitate to give me a call or look me up.
Yeah,
so.
I always help you. John,
Yeah.
know that.
yeah. Well, I did some testing, and it seemed to be fine. My biggest concern, the thing I was really testing before doing this tonight, I just wanted to make sure we didn't lose the show. I want to
No,
make
I
sure
got
that it was being recorded, and that even under a worst case scenario. But Jeff, you said something interesting. I never, at least on the published version of the audio version of the Context Machine, I never hear there's a problem.
Well, that's because Brian and I are talking all the time. So there's not enough of a gap for either one of us for it to drop back down. But like when we're in the pre-show part, if one person's talking, the other one's doing something else, then the background noise kicks up for the quiet person, and then when that person starts talking, they're loud, but then it drops back down.
Okay.
I also was noticing, like, I think it was Mark, that you'd hear his text on his Mac, you could hear the ding, and then you also heard him throwing something into the trash when he's deleting a file. And so you're hearing sounds from the from the Mac as well.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's done to make that go back through, because that shouldn't be happening at all.
Right.
I didn't. Now that's interesting because I thought I was hearing it through his mic, not through the audio feed.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, because but I know anytime Dave touched the table, I was getting, you know, bumps and things. And Marty, I know you were typing. I know I was typing. I kind of forgot about myself. It's like, oh shoot, you know, yeah, I'm trying to communicate with you guys in the chat room, and my keyboard is not quite quiet enough. So
Yeah,
that's why I stayed muted a lot.
Yeah, I had to approach it like CB radio. You know, unless I'm talking, turn off the microphone.
yeah. So here's what I'm going to do.
Speaking of
Oh.
recording, that indicator in the upper right
Mhm.
has never gone above 10% on mine.
Yeah, I've been stuck on 51%.
Okay,
mine
so
says, oh, go ahead.
oh yeah. So well, I'll tell you what. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodnight to After Dark, but don't you guys hang up. I'm going to stop the recording.